Hello students, good morning everyone. Today we will discuss associative memory concept. Okay, so in the last video or in the previous video we have seen that cache memory. So that cache memory is a small and fastest memory compared to other memories. Okay, so in that last class we also seen the advantages, disadvantages and the applications of that cache memories and also some examples. So today we will move on to the associative memory. Okay. So associative memory is and a memory can be considered as memory unit considered as a memory unit whose stored data can be identified for access by the content of the data itself rather than by an address or memory location. An associative memory can be considered as a memory unit. It is considered as a first of all a memory unit whose stored data can be identified for access by the content of data itself rather than by an address or memory location. You can use for a address or a memory location for what? That associative memory. Associative memory is a often referred to as content addressable memory, that is the CAM. It is referred to as a content addressable memory. When a write operation is performed on associative memory, so if you want to perform a write operation, no address or a memory location is given to the word. So there is no address or memory location is given to that word. The memory itself is capable of finding an empty unused location to store the word. So when you want to perform your write operation on your associative memory, no address or a memory location is given to the word. The memory itself is capable of finding an empty and unused location to store the word. On other hand, when the word is to be read from an associative memory, if you want to read that word from that associative memory, the content of the word or a part of the word is specified. So you have to specify the word or content of that word. The words which match the specified content are located by the memory and are marked for reading. So this is a simple block diagram of associative memory. So you are having argument register A, key register K, associative memory array and logic, that is in terms of what m words and n bits per words, match register M, input, read and write operation and output. So this is the basic diagram for what associative memory. Okay, so first one is the argument register, second one is the key register, then array of that memory logic, m words and bits per word, match register M, input and read and write operations, and the last one is the output. From the block diagram we can say that an associative memory consists of a memory array and logic for m words with n bits per word. We can use the m words and n bits. The functional register like an argument register A and key register K each have n bits. So each have n bits, argument register and key register. Each have n bits, one for each bit of the word. So you can take the one for what? Each bit of the word. The match register M consists of m bits, one for each memory word. So that is what your match register, one bit per word. Okay, so one for each memory word. The words which are kept in the memory are compared in parallel with the content of the argument register. So the words which are kept in the memory are compared in parallel with the content of the argument register. You can use for what? Parallel word there. Okay, so next, the key register K provides the key register K. So this is what your key register K provides mask for choosing a particular field or key in the argument word. If the key register contains a binary value of all ones, then the entire argument is compared with each memory word. If it is a 1, binary value is 1 of that key register, then entire argument is compared with each memory word. Otherwise, only those bits in the argument that have ones in their corresponding position of the key registers are compared. Thus, the key provides a mask for identifying a piece of information which specifies how the reference to memory is made. Okay, so key register is a very important part for what in associative memory. So that is the K. Next, the relation between the memory array and the external register in an associative memory. Okay, so you can take argument register and K register A1 K1, AJ KJ, and AN Kn up to n bits. Then you are having what words? Word 1, word I, and word M. So word 1, that is the C11, C1J, C1N up to what M, that is again memory word. Sorry, match register. M is the match register. M1, MI, and MM. So in word M, you can take CM1, CMJ, CMN, and MM match register. That is a bit 1, bit J, and bit M. Okay, so we will discuss briefly. The cells present inside the memory array are marked by the letter C with 2 subscripts. Marked by the letter C with 2 subscripts. The first subscript gives the word number and the second specifies the bit position. So first one will provide word number and second will provide the bit position in the word. For instance, the cell Cij is the cell for bit J in word I. Bit J word is the I. That is the Cij. A bit Aj in the argument register. A bit Aj in the argument register. A bit Aj in the argument register is compared with all the bits in the column J of the array provided that kj equal to 1. This process is done for all the columns j is equal to 1, 2, 3 up to n. Okay, so that is a bit. If a match occurs between all the unmasked bits of the argument and the bits in word I, the corresponding bit mi in the match. If the match occurs between all the unmasked bits of the argument and the bits in the word I, the corresponding bit mi in the match. A register is set to 1 if one or more unmasked bits of the argument and the word do not match, mi is clear to 0. Okay, so what is that? Register is set to 1. If you want to set the register is 1 if one or more unmasked bits of the argument and the word do not match, mi is clear to what? 0. So you have to clear that mi to 0. So that is the word M. So that is the mi. Okay. So we will remind this one again what we have seen in this class. Okay. So first one, what is the associative memory? Second one, what is the block diagram of associative memory? So how you are going to use that argument register and key register in that array logic, m words with n bits of per word, and how you are going to read and write operation. You know when you want to write the operation and when you want to read that operation. Okay. So next you have seen relation between the memory array and the external register in an associative memory with respect to what? Word and bit. Okay, and match register. So where you are going to use this associative memory? So these associative memory are used for what? In memory allocations. Okay, and also used in what? Neural networks. So that purpose you have to use for what? This associative memory. So I hope you people are understanding these concepts. These all are what? Theoretically. So you can understand, but try to understand this concept because it's a very important for what your memory part. Okay, so in memory organization you should know how the cache memory, primary memory, secondary memory, ROM, RAM, PROM, EEPROM, EPROM, EEPROM, how this works. Okay, so that is also a very important part. So in the next video or in the next class we will discuss again memory management concept, and one more point, that is remaining what, your virtual memory. Okay, so today we will stop here and we will discuss in the next class for what, your memory management point. Thank you for attending the session. Thank you.